Welcome to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel, my boy Fast Classic. This mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. And follow me on Instagram at BoxWithG5JeffTV. That's BOXWIT G5JeffTV. Now, Erickson Lubin defeated Nathaniel Gallimore this past Saturday on the main event for the Showtime card, and Erickson Lubin got a unanimous decision victory. The judges scored it 9-1 for Erickson Lubin. I had it 10-0 for Erickson Lubin, and just to keep it all the way 100, I never seen Erickson Lubin look that good in the ring in terms of being technically sound. And I don't know if it was because I was actually at the event at press row and I just had a bird's eye view of the actual fight, or it was a situation where just me being there live, I just noticed things live that I probably wouldn't have noticed on TV. But when I say technically he was about as sound as you can get from the southpaw stance, I mean, it was some beautiful stuff to watch. And I'm going to break down a little bit of what I saw because, to be honest with you, the fight really wasn't competitive. It wasn't competitive at all. And the things that Erickson Lubin was doing was basic but very effective. Number one, the feints. Oh man, he was killing Gallimore with the feints. Like, it was just subtle feints. They wasn't, like just over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was just smooth, subtle feints. And it was just getting Gallimore out of position, or it was getting him to stand still and not throw his hands. That was number one. Number two, Erickson Lubin was throwing this jab. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. He was throwing a jab, right hand jab, of course, because he's a southpaw. He was throwing a jab to the chest, throwing it to the head. And that really controlled the pace and the distance of the fight. He kept Nate Gallimore mid-range to outside the entire fight, and that's why he had so much success. The third and final thing that Erickson Lubin did that was so impressive is he was throwing a headshot, whether it was a jab or a hook, just to land the body shot. Erickson Lubin was throwing these straight left hands to the breadbasket of Nate Gallimore, and it just completely froze Gallimore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't hitting him with shots to the gut to where it was like hurting Gallimore, but Erickson Lubin was switching up so well. You know what I'm saying? If it was baseball, he would throw you a fastball, then he'll throw you a curve, then he'll throw you a changeup, then he'll throw you a slider. Like, that's what Erickson Lubin was doing the entire night. And then to cap it off, what Erickson Lubin was doing was he was winning the battle of the footwork before he started punching. And that's something that I said Luis Ortiz did with Deontay Wilder until Deontay Wilder started throwing that check left hook to keep Luis Ortiz in a straight line so he can land his right hand, and that's what turned the fight for Deontay Wilder. Gallimore never made any adjustments in the fight. I think he went into that fight expecting to hit Erickson Lubin with the money shot, and it just never happened. Erickson Lubin just put on a clinic. He put on a clinic in that fight, and if he's fighting like that, he's a tough out at 154. Like, he's a tough out at 154. Like, J-Rock would have problems with Lubin. I don't know if Lubin beats J-Rock. I would say he's the underdog in that fight. But, yeah, Lubin looked that good live. He looked that good. And I didn't drop the breakdown and prediction video for Erickson Lubin versus Nate Gallimore. I did record it. I just didn't drop it. But I literally predicted a draw. Because I thought Erickson Lubin wasn't as good as, I seen on Saturday, and I thought Nate Gallimore was going in with a little bit of motivation because he was the last minute replacement. And I think Nate Gallimore is a good fighter, but I'm glad I ain't dropped that. I'm glad I ain't dropped that breakdown and prediction video. That'd have been bad for the streets, man. Like, the way I predicted that fight, it went completely the opposite. Like, it was a one-sided just clinic that was put on by Erickson the Hammer Lubin. And much respect to him, much respect to his trainer, Kevin Cunningham. Kevin Cunningham did a magnificent job with Erickson Lubin. Since Erickson Lubin decided to go over to Kevin Cunningham, I mean, Erickson Lubin looked good. I would give him a legitimate shot against anybody at 154. I hope that Erickson Lubin gets another opportunity at Jermell Charlo. I know Jermell Charlo has absolutely no reason to fight Erickson Lubin unless it's a belt on the line. But I would love to see Erickson Lubin get another shot at Jermell Charlo and try to get some get back. Because I think Erickson Lubin that, walked into the ring against Jermell Charlo, that's not the same fighter that I seen on Saturday. He was hella impressive. And big shout out to Erickson Lubin. And Nate Gallimore, he got swept in my opinion, but it wasn't because of lack of effort. And I don't know if his corner was telling him what to do. In between rounds, I couldn't hear anything going on in the corner, but it just seemed like Gallimore just didn't have any answers for the southpaw stance. And it didn't look like he had a game plan for the southpaw stance either. It just looked like he was just going to go in and land a money shot. And it obviously didn't happen. But 154 is deep. Nathaniel Gallimore definitely be back. He's still one of the fighters that I'll be checking for, period. I love his style of fighting. He just ran into a buzzsaw in Erickson Lubin. So big shout out to both fighters, man. It was great being at the event. But Erickson Lubin came out on top. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.